Hello everyone, I got some Survivor gameplay here from Dead by Daylight. We're playing Gas Haven, and look at this guy here. What's he doing? We've only 3 survivors, and I'm like saying I'm just as bad here standing here. I'm like, we really should be getting stuff done here because we're really up against it. So I don't know why I hung on as much here. I'm really just as bad, but I'm just really confused at what's this guy doing. Really terrified when you see 3 survivors, only 4 gens. Always would love 4 survivors doing 5 gens and 3 doing 4. Because once somebody gets hooked, someone has to go and hook rescue. Possibly 2 people will try and hook rescue, and the gens are just, it's just real killer friendly. Maybe the killer needs more points to rank up, I don't know, but it's really tough. I don't even know why I'm taking out that totem near the exit gate there, because the chance are it's not even going to get this far. But as always, I'm always going to the middle of the map to take out the danger gens rather than someone's getting chased. So straight on one of the middle gens, try and leave the map as much distance as possible for the killer to cover. And Thanatophobia really against this, and Huntress Lullaby, really hate that perk. Really, at the start when that perk came, when I first thought of it, I said that's really not that troubling, Huntress Lullaby. But even with 2 stacks, they get 5 stacks to the killer. Each time the killer hooks someone, well, there's 1 stack. And it cuts down the timing. You get like an audio cue when you get a skill check. Well, that audio cue's time gets slashed with each hook. And then with 5 hooks in, there's no skill check audio cue. The skill check comes up. That's just real nightmare to hit. I've really learned the more times I've played against it how tough it really is. And there's someone else getting hit. I'd love to finish this gem, but I really have to go and save this guy. We really got off to an awful start. When I look at it now, I really wasted a lot of time. And look, what's this guy doing? He won't let me heal him. He's telling me to go. What is he telling me to do a gen or something? Or go and save this person? I know the killer there, when the killer hooked that person, that they're going to come down that side of the map, so I'm going to... that survivor really had enough time for me to loop around this end, and look, the survivor disconnected. Must have seen me thinking I wasn't going to save them, but that survivor there is just as bad. They struggled on the hook, and then they gave up once they seen me go in the opposite direction, but I was always going to save that person. And now the killer's on me, and the other guy's injured. I really ran well in this game, so I did. I just wish there were more survivors. It really would have been a great game. But playing against the Huntress, I'm always trying to get in behind trees, and I'm always turning because I'm feared of those hatchets. But the Huntress is really slow. Very dangerous with the pallets. You can be sure that when you throw a pallet down, if there's a little bit of distance, that she's going to throw a hatchet. So I've learnt that you've got to feint the pallet as if you're going to throw it down, and hope that she cocks a hatchet, because that'll make her even slower again. And you only want a pallet slammer whenever she's real close. But I really done well. My running was really good in this. I was really proud of really been up against it and really doing well. I love the Huntress because that rabbit's mask that she's wearing, like if you're playing against a hag or something there, you're not going to see where she is always with that barrier. That's the intermediate palette that I would call. But with the Huntress you can always see where she is and you can loop her a few times in it. And look, this other survivor still hasn't done the gen. I had that gen at like 95% and that survivor hasn't even gone near that or hasn't even done another gen. You really need 2 gens done here for someone to escape. And seeing the killer with a hatchet cock, that's really playing into your hands. You just keep looping whenever you see a killer doing that. I don't know why I came out here. I should have kept on looping her. I went out there and I took a hit, a real bad mistake, but I've got me dead hard. I'm still confident I can still waste plenty of the killer's time here. I don't know what it is about auto hitting wreckers. I don't ever seem to bump into obstacles. Well, I bumped in there and I had to use my dead hard, but for some reason my pallet looping's always better than this map. She's got me this time. No, she missed again. I should have probably looped her another time there. But really wasting good amounts of time, the killer here. I don't know why I stayed here at this pallet. I really should have moved on. Should have took her into the centre of the map where there was more pallets. And there's the Dwight. Well, he finished that gen that I was doing. He credited he was trying to save me, but I would rather he'd done gens. This killer was super confident. Only 2 players playing against. I don't think this killer was going to camp with all those gens to do. I got lucky. I got the hook. Saved myself on the hook. Off to the basement now to try and find a med kit. And the other survivors down. No mercy from the killer. Married that guy. I really wish that other survivor had waited till the killer left and then saved me instead of trying to flashlight save. Because really we were in the same position again anyway, as if he had saved me, that she would have either went after him or me, and we really were in the same position. I would rather that he let her go away and then he saved me. Now I'm on my own and there's no way I'm touching hex totems. I'm not giving my position away. I've made it out before 1v1 against the killer and it was an auto hitting wreckers probably the first couple of months when I started playing this game. I was really terrified. The adrenaline was really pumping and anxiety was high. My plan was, and it worked, I touched a few gens. I'd done like a gen hit and run. I had urban evasion. I left no scratch marks. I'd done a little bit of progress in one gen and I moved on to the next gen. I seen the killer going up this end of the map, so I figure she's going to patrol this way and come back round again. So I left a bit of progress there and hoping that she would search that area for a bit and give me some time to get the great progress on another gen. But the time that I did escape, it really did work. I left one gen at like 70 something percent and then I left and moved on. and started working on a gen then from scratch, and the killer just stayed by that gen that was at 70%. And I really took out, I didn't knock out all gens, I 99'd a couple, and I left one as a decoy, and then I took out the other two and escaped out the hatch. I wish I had been recording videos in those days. My plan here now was to put real good progress on this gen. I wanted to leave it at 70% and then move back to the other end of the area of the map. Not that gen that I was touching at the start. I would have went to a different one again, and I would have stayed on that gen till I got it completed. I was just hoping that the killer would keep checking those two gens. I really think if you just stay on one gen, you're doomed, because the killer's going to patrol all gens. But I hear the terror radius, and I was just about to, I wanted to get it at 70% and then move on. But I don't know which way the killer was coming there, and maybe they didn't see me scratch marks, maybe they faded, maybe the killers searched lockers or searched in and around where that gen was. But there's two stacks of Huntress Lullaby, and it's not the worst thing. But I really messed up my chances of escaping in this game. And I'm making this video, I'm just showing you the tips if you're ever in this situation that you just don't want to stay on one gen. If you could, I'm telling you, if you could do more than 50%, like 70% or so, it's like the gen's really pumping, really noisy. That killer, most killers might tend to think that you're desperate to get that gen done. I believe that's your best chance, 1v1. I screwed up here. The Huntress Lullaby got me, and I messed up the gen, and that really was the end of my game. But I was proud of me running. I just wish I had more survivors playing. They really helped me out. I've scoped out a few pallets. I know where I can take this killer. I have a pallet here now, and then I have a pallet where the very first gen that I was doing. You're playing against the Huntress, you never just want to throw pallets down, because you're going to get hit with a hatchet. See him stopping there a bit, I was hoping that she would cock the hatchet again, but she didn't. She didn't buy it, she just stayed on me. It normally works that. I'm dead hard now to give me that chance to get there again. And now I know there's a pallet up here, and after that I really don't know where I can go. I really don't think I can evade this killer. If I had urban evasion, I would always try and evade. Leave no scratch marks. Once you break the line of sight, use the urban evasion to get away, but I've stopped using urban evasion because I've been trying my unbreakable and boil over wiggling tactics, and I just didn't get the maps for it. I really missed me urban evasion and me bond. But Auto Heaven Wreckers, the pallets in that map, they're fantastic. Low barriers on all sides when you're looking, you can really keep your eye on the killer. And you really shouldn't try and loot bad pallets too much. And yeah, here's what I'm doing now. I'll go after the right here, and there's nothing here for me to survive anymore. I just wish I hadn't messed that skill check up with the Huntress Lullaby, because I believe it would have been a great video had I completed that gen and got out the hatch. Gotta stop still done well and still a good video. So thanks for watching.